This conference will now be recorded.
So guys, let's start with Webdriver. What is Webdriver? Webdriver, is nothing but a set of jar files. Okay. So here, what we are writing, for example, here we are writing our code, right? Here we are writing our code here. Now, here is JVM, right? So when we write our code go and talk to JVM, and JVM will come and execute our code. Okay, that's what it is happening. So we are creating, writing some code system.out.println, and we are declaring something, we are doing some operation, we are calling string class. Everything is calling from here. Everything is here, right? In JRE, JDK, JVM, everything is here. So all this string class and all, everything is present here. So it's calling from there, and it's executing. Now, what is Webdriver? What Webdriver guys did, with the help of these jars, with the help of these JRE jar files and JRE library files, okay, these Webdriver guys created their own set of library files. Some class, some method they have created in Webdriver. Okay, Webdriver. They have their own jar files and all, which is created based on the Java jar files only. This is what is Webdriver. So basically, as I told you, earlier also, just think about it. This will be our class, whatever I am writing, tier 1, tier 2, or maybe training, whatever we created. This is created by Webdriver. What they have done, they have created one class called training, they have created one constructor, they have created two constructor maybe, and they have created some method. Now we just need to use those method: organization name, address, employee, skill. How to use it? We have to create the object of this class and access it. So training class, whatever we created, we have entered all the methods and all. Everything is done by some third party. So same way, here also, inheritance, if I talk about inheritance, or if I talk about interfaces, so you've created some classes, right? BMW, car, Maruti. So for example, all these created by someone else. And I told you, you just need to do this. You just need to create the object of those classes and access. So these BMW, car, Maruti, those are nothing but a set of jar files, or a set of classes which maybe I have packaged inside some jar files, and I shared these jar files. So Webdriver is nothing but those things only. They have created their own class, a set of class and interface. Okay, a set of class and interface, and they are giving access it to, and they are publishing those jar files, and they told whoever wants to use can just create the object of those classes and access our methods and can use it. That's it. What is Webdriver is? So Webdriver is nothing but a set of jar files, okay, which is kind of wrapper between your code and JDK or JRE. So whenever we use those class, our code will go and talk to that Webdriver class. Webdriver class is going to talk to the JRE. JRE again talk to our code through Webdriver. Okay, it's like when I am creating car C equal to new car C dot start, I'm not directly talking to JRE. C dot start is going to talk to this class, car class, and from this car class, whatever I am writing here, system.out.println, this is going to talk to JRE. So can I say this car class is like a wrapper between my test car and my JRE? So, or this BMW class or this Maruti class. Whenever I create an object of BMW or Maruti, it's going to talk to those class, and those class through via those class I am going to talk to JRE. Webdriver is nothing but these classes, set of classes and interface. Okay, clear what is Webdriver? Now what you can do, you go to seleniumhq.org. If you go there, let him open. In this, if you go to download page, okay, if you scroll down, see here, you can see the latest version is 3.13. So that is the latest version of your WebDriver. See, this is released in 6.25, last month 25 only. So every month you will see a new release. Okay, so it doesn't make sense to change the updated version every month. So when you are going to work on any organization, you have to stick to some version and you have to use it, because every month you can't upgrade a new version. Okay, so I have not used it 3.13, so I want you guys to use it. I will be using the 3.12. I think I have, because I'm also upgrading, but not for every batch. Maybe after 2-3 months I am upgrading my Webdriver version. These are mainly some fixes and all. Next to WebDriver, okay, see, this is for Java version, this is for C#, Ruby is still on 3.12, Python is 3.13. Okay, JavaScript, they are following different version strategy. Okay, so this is the latest release. So what you have to do, you go here, seleniumhq.org, go to the download page. In this page, you can see there are a lot of downloadable links. We'll be downloading all these things, no worries. Since we are using Java, you go to Java. Next to Java, you can see the version number and the release date. From here, you can just click on this download link. Click on this download. Once you click on this download, it is going to download some zip folder. Okay, see, it's downloaded some zip folder. If I right click, show this folder, can you see? Selenium Java 3.13.zip. You cut it and paste it. I told you, you create one folder under some location, download folder, and paste it everywhere there. Paste it everything there. The reason is we will be downloading a lot of stuff. If you are putting it in different places, at the end it will be difficult for you to figure out what are the things you have downloaded, where you have pasted and all. So you download it and paste it here. Okay, create one folder called download, where we are going to, whatever the things we are going to download, you put everything inside that folder. So everything will be there in the same place. Now what you need to do, you right click and you click on extract all. Okay, so I am extracting under the same folder only. Extract. Can you see it's extracted? Sorry, where it is? One second. Here. You get a folder called Selenium Java 3.13.0. If you go inside that folder, can you see 2 jar files here? You can see one more folder called libraries. If you go inside it, can you see some set of jar files? Webdriver is also nothing but a set of jar files. Now in the jar files, we have a lot of functions, a lot of methods, a lot of interface, a lot of class. In Webdriver also, these jar files are nothing but consist of class, methods, interface, functions. Correct? So what are those class, method, interface, function? If you want to know, you definitely need to know, not want to know. Next to Java, we downloaded this. After that, can you see one link called Java doc here? Click on that link. It will take you to the documentation page. So this is the documentation page. Okay, this is the documentation page. See, these are all the classes and interfaces inside those jars they have mentioned. See, there are a lot of class interface. There are total 723 class and interface. Inside every class and interface, there are a lot of methods. If I click on actions class, right side you can see action class. Inside that, what are the things there? Inside that we have all these methods. You see, so many methods. Now I told you, you use this method, say key up. How you are going to use it? Can anyone tell me? How can you use this key up method?
Like we are scrolling the page, we want to scroll up.
I want you to call this method, not
Okay.
scrolling. Or I want you to, you don't know what is that method, I want you to call. How you're going to call it? Or I want you to call this method double click. How can we call this method?
Uh, Class name, object name, dot,
Yes, exactly. Very simple.
because it will have library.
Yes, because that is there under action class. So I have to create an object of action class, right? Maybe x
Yes.
action x equal to new actions, then x dot I can access all this method, right? That's what we need to do. See, total 723 class and methods are here. Inside class and interface is here. Inside class and every class and interface, there are a lot of methods. So in total, there might be, 7 to 10,000 functions, methods, interface. So it's not possible for anyone to sit and read. That's the reason we need Java concept. So we only need to create an object and need to call the method. That's what we need to do throughout the WebDriver, because their APIs are very strong. So we don't have to, write much code. The left side, you can see a couple of things are in italic font, couple of things are in normal font. So whatever is italic font, those are interface. So this is action normal font. This is a class. Actions, this is an italic font. So this should be an interface. If I click, see interface actions. Okay. So whatever these are the classes implemented from this interface. Button release, click action, click and hold. Got it. So whatever is italic font, see this is a normal font. This should be a class. This is an italic font. This should be an interface element locator. Okay. Same way, there are a lot of classes and interface. Now see, this is Webdriver is italic font. This should be an interface Webdriver. What are the methods are there? See, there are a lot of methods. Close to close the browser, find element to identify any browser, get to open the URL they have mentioned. Okay. So get title to get the title, quit to quit the browser, switch to switch between different browser. So, but this is an interface, right? That means these are all abstract method, right? In this interface, because interface you can't declare the body of a method. So here this has been implemented. Can anyone tell me? This must be implemented in some class which is implementing this interface, right? That's what we saw. Player one, all these are interface. So it's implemented under some class which is implemented from this interface. That is VLC player, window media player. So here also these are all abstract method because this WebDriver is an interface here. So it has been implemented inside all the classes, whatever is implementing from this WebDriver interface. So what are the classes implemented from this WebDriver interface? These are the classes: Chrome driver, Edge driver, Event firing driver, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari, Remote. So inside all these classes, those methods are implemented. And you know it's mandatory for all the class to implement all the methods. They cannot skip it. So this is the way they can force the user to implement all the method inside those classes. Now, what is the use of it? Say tomorrow they came up with some class, some new browser XYZ. So how they are going to make sure that that browser is supporting all the WebDriver features? So they will write implements WebDriver inside that browser. They will create a browser name class called XYZ, and they will write implements WebDriver. As soon as they write implements WebDriver, it mandatory inside XYZ class to implement all the methods, right? So they are going to implement all the methods one by one. Once all the methods are working, they will say we are supporting XYZ browser also. That's how they can force the user to implement all the method. This is what. So whatever the things you can see in the left side, all the class interface and all, and right side you can see all the method if you click on any particular class. So everything is there inside those jars, whatever we have downloaded. Clear? Now, if we need to attach those class interface method, how can we attach? Those are not there in my project, right? Here, I don't need to attach anything because as soon as I create a project, I can see, the jar files here automatically attach JRE jar files. But Webdriver jar files are not there. So I have to attach it manually. How to attach it? To access all this method, interface, and class, you right click on your project. Okay, you have to right click on your project, go to build path. So right click on your project, go to build path, go to configure build path. Can you see configure build path? Click here. This window is going to open. In this window, you will be in library tab. If you are in different tab, also come to this library tab. See here, I can see the JRE system library because all the JRE library files are attached. But I have to attach the Webdriver jar files manually. How to attach? For that, you click add external jars. Means add some external jar files. Click here. It's opening this. Now what jar files I need to attach? My Webdriver jar files. I just now downloaded and unzipped it. I have to go to this folder. So you note down here, you have to go to this folder. You have to attach these two jar files first. Okay, outside there are two jars I showed you, right? And there are some jar files inside library files. Attach this two jar, click on open. Can you see it's got attached? Again you click on add external jars. Again, you have to attach all the jars. You can't attach like this. You have to attach these two jars. Then again click here. Again go to library folders now. Inside the library folders. Select all the jar, Control A. Two times you have to do. First two jar files outside, then go inside and attach all the jars. Click on open. All the jar files are there. I'm clicking apply or apply and close. Once I'm done it, can you see reference library? If I expand it, see all the jar files, whatever I have attached. See, those are coming from C, Selenium project, Abhishek project, download, and then the version. Can you see all the jar files? So this is the way you can attach the Webdriver jar files. Okay. So what you need to do, you can, I told you the configuration. So you download the Webdriver jar files and copy the folder, enter some download folder, create any folder download. I am telling you again and again. Because throughout the course you'll be downloading a lot of stuff. If you put everything under your default position, you will lose so many things. So a lot of stuff we are going to download. ANT, WebDriver, XSLT, Maven, Jenkins, a lot of jar files we are going to download. You will lose it at the end of the day otherwise, at the end of the course. So create one folder, there you copy whatever you are going to download, just copy paste it here. Then you unzip it, then using build path, you attach all these jars. You can see all these jars. Since all the jars are there, now I can create the object of all this stuff, right? All these classes, interface, whatever you can see. I can utilize them. If you don't attach, you will get an error message key. This is not able to recognize. For example, if you create an action class, object of action class, it will throw you an error message. Action class not found. Create a class action. Right? It's like the same thing. If I remove that training class, if I delete that training class in that tier 1, if you create an object of training class, it will throw you an error message. It will say training class is not found. So how can you create an object of this? Right, the same thing. So make sure you have attached all the jars. Now we can access it. So please download all these things, attach it with your project, and if your Webdriver is ready, that's fine. But before you do that, in case you don't get time also, it's okay, but make sure you are aware of the object concept, you are aware of the constructor concept, you are aware of the interface concept as of now to start with Webdriver. Today you have to go through the interface concept, whatever I told you today. Okay, make sure what is interface and all. Maybe abstract class encapsulation, those you can watch later, those videos. But interface you are okay, you are clear about object, you are clear about constructor. Okay. So if you get a time after that, please download the Webdriver jar files. Otherwise, any video will be there with you. You can download it anytime. So tomorrow we are going to start with the Webdriver. Okay. That's it from my end today. Any question?
No questions.
Okay.
We are good.
Let me stop the recording.